live? I hope everything's okay. I hope everybody's well. First of all, can somebody just let me know that my mic and everything's okay? Should be, but I just want to check. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today on our live. Obviously, this is a special live. This is to show you our first product launch. Obviously, there's a few people now commenting. Thanks, Grant. Hi, Steve. How are you? Obviously, Jeffrey's on. Unless you comment, I don't actually know who's on. Wayne, how are you, mate? Oh, my mum's here. So, my mum's joined all the way from the UK. Must be special. And obviously, we've got Charlene here. I'm going to flash over to Charlene. So, here we go. Look at that. So, Charlene's there. So, guys, hi, Vince. I hope you're well, mate. So the Orbit. Now, a little bit of background here. So we were obviously due to launch Orbit at the beginning of January, which obviously it is right now. What I didn't realize is I sent a unit of Orbit, which is here right now. I sent a copy to Paul Romani from Vanish Magazine, and Paul actually told me on I think it was the second hour time, that he'd done a review on it. So the trailer and everything was actually put up there. So I had to make these links live. So before we could actually have a launch party, it was live. So I kind of had to bury it on the website for a little bit. But I can tell you right now that you guys, they've just sought out and found it. So by the end of this, it will be on the homepage of the website. I know it's just been put up on the banner. I'm sure you've seen the trailer. We're going to play the trailer a few times. Now I'm going to explain to you what is actually going to happen tonight. So I've got a special guest that will be joining me. However, the special guest is going to be joining us in the after show party. So if you have purchased an Orbit unit previous to right now or during this live, then you will be invited to the after show party where myself and illusion designer Mark Parker, it was Mark's original idea, and we've basically brought it to life. So he's actually going to be joining us at 6 o'clock. So the after party is going to be at 6 o'clock. So if you purchased a unit or you purchased during the live show, this show right now, we will be sending you a Zoom link to you, and then you can obviously join us. I'll open the doors up at about 10 to 6. So yeah, I think this is going to be great. It's the first time we've ever done anything like this because it's the first time, obviously, that we've brought out our very own product. Obviously, there are more products to come, but I'm super happy with the way Orbit has turned out. So, guys, if you've got any questions, please ask, because now's the time to ask. If you're hesitant in purchasing or what have you, please ask me the questions, and I'll answer you honestly. Now, I'll play the trailer in a minute. Or should I just play the trailer now? Let me play the trailer now so that you know what the Orbit's potential is and can do. So it's 6 o'clock Perth time, by the way, the after show party is, because it's now 4 minutes past 5 in Perth. So I think over east, is it 9 o'clock, Charlene?
Jeffrey's just asked how much is it, and is that including shipping?
So of course, yeah. So it's free shipping in Australia for 65. Sorry, Charlene, how much is it? $63.18. Free shipping. So let me put the trailer on for the Orbit right now. So guys, that was the trailer for the Orbit. Now, so as I was touching on, oh, Charlene, yep.
Yeah, you good?
Good. Okay. So as I was saying, I originally sent the units out to obviously a few people so that they could actually review them properly. So when Paul told me, it was like the second our time. It was all live, and I was really unaware that Paul had given me a 5-star review in his in Vanish magazine. And now not only was it a 5-star review, it was actually the #1 pick for the magazine for the month. And I'll show you that right now. Ta-da! So I'm like, I couldn't believe it. Like, thank you so much, Paul. For this, because if you've got Vanish magazine, and make sure if you don't have Vanish magazine, you're subscribed. I think it's only like $15, $14.99 for the whole year, and you got, obviously you get this whole magazine every month sent to you. But it's a 5-star review, and I was absolutely blown away. Thanks, Grant. Yeah, so it's 8 in Melbourne now. So yeah, so 9 o'clock then, Grant. But obviously, I think you've been sent the link, hopefully. So if you've purchased the product, guys, and you haven't been sent the link, please, please, please let me know. This is why I've got technical support, a.k.a. Charlene, right by the side of me, just in case. So we couldn't believe this. And I listen, so I spoke to Paul after, and I was like, thank you so much, obviously, for reviewing it. And he's got so many different applications for this already. That it's just amazing, and I'm so grateful for everybody's support with this and whatnot. Now, so the gentleman that will be joining us for the after show party is, of course, illusion designer Mark Parker. Now, if you're not aware of who Mark Parker is, I'll tell you. So I've been a huge fan of Mark for a number of years. So I love illusions, by the way, as you know. So, but I'm not an illusionist. I don't have the look for it for some reason. So he wrote Vivify. These are all illusion books and illusion concepts and designs. 4E, and this is an amazing book. I think this was his first one. This is his first illusion design book. And then, of course, Populate. Populate has done the rounds on America's Got Talent and things like that. It's a truly unbelievable effect. But all illusions. Now, years ago, and this is going to blow your mind now, but Mark used to have a magic shop. Well, it was a magic company. Guys, any guess of what the name of his magic company was? It was Global Magic Shop. I mean, what the chances of this? So in any case, he's brought a lot of products out years ago under his own banner and things like that. So through a lot of, I don't know, I met Mark basically when I did my Fringe show at the beginning of the year. Well, it was previous to that, so I've known him 2 years now, and we just hit it off. Obviously, I was a great fan of Mark's because of obviously the literature that he's put out. So he said to me, he goes, I've got this idea, and it was on the production, it was Ghost. So the movie, obviously we're familiar with the movie Ghost. By the way, in the after show party, he's going to explain all this probably in far better detail than I am. But basically, he was on the production of Ghost, and he was basically the illusion designer for the whole thing in Sweden, which was an unbelievable production. Some of the illusions that he actually designed for this show were truly unbelievable. And so the director quickly said, as they were basically designing this scene I think it was the ghost out of the subway, and he said, what I need the ghost to do is to also float, because he was near a trash can, is to also float something. Can you think of anything? And so Mark, being a practical thinker, goes, well, yeah, you can put a cup in a bin, so it makes logic to get this cup out of the bin. So he brings this plastic cup out, and all he did is mark the back. He put a huge X on the back and was allowed him to float. However, when he was teaching the handling to the gentleman that was going to be performing it, Mark realised actually he could rotate his hands. Now, this is when the Orbit was actually born. Because due to that, you can't do that with anything else. So what Orbit is what you've seen, is a utility device. I can't stress this enough. It is a utility device to be able to make something levitate. Any small object, pretty much within reason. Probably not a bowling ball, but you can certainly levitate a glass of wine, things like that. A phone, obviously cards, a full pack of cards. In fact, I was talking to Mark earlier, and he was saying that a friend of his has got who's actually going to receive his. He's got a use for it. He's going to levitate. He's going to use a silk-through phone and then levitate after, and then give them the phone back, which is a great idea, by the way. So there's a lot of these ideas that you can obviously apply to the use of the gimmick, and I think I'm so proud of it. The gimmick is extremely, extremely robust. So again, if you've purchased Orbit or you purchase it right now with the after show, I'm going to be opening all this up. I'm going to be giving you some ideas on how you can use this and apply it, how to bring it in and out of play, which is easy, by the way. So don't be concerned about, obviously you have to be reasonably mindful for your angles, but nothing major. There's nothing, take one step back. The gimmick is extremely well made. It is super robust and will take some serious weight. So yeah.
Have you done a blow up of it?
Have I? Let me go. Oh no, let me go down to the other camera. So wait a minute, guys, because I've still got the Paul's thing on there. So sorry. Here we go. So we'll go down to the table. So here we go. So obviously this is the Orbit. Now the packaging, by the way, that you receive. So this is what you receive, and in here is everything that you get. You don't actually need to do anything as such. It's basically you can just use the thing. Now it is a one size fits all, pretty much. Which we're also extremely proud of. So later on, so you guys that have purchased this, you're going to actually see the complete prototypes that went on for the past year of prototypes to get to the point where we've actually got where we are extremely happy. This isn't probably maybe what you think it is. It is super, super robust. So with the packaging, we actually decided that we were going to take the packaging and pretty much this is what you will receive. You won't receive anything else, so there's no wastage. So we were super mindful when we designed all of this that there was no wastage. In fact, this actually doubles up as a holder for it, for the utility device that's inside here. I don't know what more I can really say. I'm just so proud of it. The trailer, obviously, I need to make this extremely clear. It's not a full levitation system. I need to be very clear about that. But what it is it's a utility device that will give you a moment of magic. And I can assure you, when you take a spectator's phone off them and make it float, or a glass of wine, or whatever it may be, and you can float and your hands are off, and they can rotate around the glass like this, or phone, it's extremely startling. And when you can hand that back to them, I can assure you their faces drop. It's a moment of magic. I use it as almost like it's an offbeat moment. So it isn't come in here, check this out, look at this, and then you've got full focus on it. It's just basically, can I just borrow that for a second? And then all of a sudden you're doing this and people are just like, what the hell is that? And then by the time they realise what's going on, you hand them whatever they've given you, phone, wine, whatever it may be. I use a phone a lot because it's probably the most common item and everyday item that you can use. It's extremely, extremely robust. The gimmick is super industrial robust. You won't have any problems. It's all taught, obviously, through an online instruction video. So I'm going to cut away from this because obviously I can't open it up because I don't want to expose the gimmick. But for all you guys that are joining us now, I know that there's a few more that have come on. Please, please, please make sure if you want to come to the after show party and talk about the gimmick, and we literally dress it down and show you that this is a completely workable item, so there's no concerns there.
You'll be sharing secrets, won't you, John?
Yeah, I'll be sharing some secrets. I'll also be sharing some of my handling tips. Now, obviously, when the instruction video was recorded, there's obviously a few other little bits and bobs and subtleties that have obviously come on since then that I'll be going through. But it'll also be good for you guys to possibly talk to Mark and pick his brain, because he really, sometimes it's the simple ideas that really pack small and play big. And I know that there isn't anything else that's been on the market that can definitely do what this can do at all. So it is quite revolutionary. Hi, Joel. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope my eyes are right. That is Joel, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Who else is on, Charlene? Because I've been ranting at the camera and talking, guys, but I haven't been paying any attention.
There's Roger from Melbourne.
Hi, Roger. I hope you're well.
And there's no one that's joined in since you welcomed everybody.
Beautiful.
So
Okay, guys, please, if you could share the page. That's also helpful to us right now.
Danny's on.
Hi, Danny. I hope you're well. So, obviously, the Orbit. If you've got any questions, please ask me now. Can you use it in the real world? Yes, you can use it in the real world. Obviously, with most items, you're going to have to take into some kind of consideration. It's all gone over. It's extremely easy to bring in and out of play, and the angles aren't as probably bad as what you suspect they may be, but all this has gone over in the online instructions. I'm very, very confident that you're going to like it. And to be quite frank with you, if you like what you see on the trailer, bear in mind, this is open to your complete imagination, because you don't have to float a phone and you don't have to float a wine glass or a wine glass with wine in it. You don't have to do that. You could float something else. If you're a kids entertainer and it's reasonably small, then you can make this thing float. Other weight restrictions, you can float a glass of wine, so that's pretty heavy. So if you go off that gauge, as I say, you're not going to float a bowling ball, but I don't think there's many devices that are going to allow you to do that in any case. Why is postage free for this? It seems like an awesome discount. Jeffrey, it's free shipping because it's over $50 in any case. In Australia. So in Australia, we do free shipping over 50 Australian dollars. Worldwide is 100 Australian dollars. So you'll be able to work that out as to your own conversion. Now, obviously, for our friends around the world, we do have dealers that will be receiving these as well. So if you're in France or the UK, please feel free to go to like Alakazam, Magic Dream, Dynamite Magic in the Netherlands, and Pagani, in Denmark. So they're going to be receiving. So if you're watching it in Stevens Magic, of course, in the US. So if we've got any friends in the US, Mark Stevens from Stevens Magic, they'll have some. Now, are these units ready to ship? Absolutely. They're going out tomorrow. So all the units have been packaged so each one of these gimmicks, by the way, is made by me. They are all put together by myself and Charlene. The children have had some input, but they've all been checked and everything by myself and Charlene. Charlene has literally packaged them up. The instructions are in here on a piece of paper. So when you receive it, you'll go to the link, the online link, and pretty much you'll see me teaching you how to use it. And again, it's a utility device. This is open to your own imagination. Pretty much any small object you will be able to float, and remember, you can rotate your hands around it, which makes it more and more startling as an effect and as a moment of magic. And that's what it is. It is a moment of magic, and it's a super strong moment because it catches people off guard. So wait a minute, Charlene. I'm going to come to you over the camera.
No, don't.
No, don't. Don't.
Okay, do it.
Do it. There we go. See, bit of airtime. There you go.
I want you to tell people that you've been playing with this for 12 months.
Yes. So, and it was just the Orbit I've been playing with for 12 months.
Tell the story of the phone.
Which, no, you're going to have
With
to...
a friend who was showing you their new iPhone, and you went, oh.
Okay, so, yeah, so this was earlier on. So this was still in its... I think this was like the third prototype. This was the fourth prototype, which was the one we were happy with, and then we made some modifications after to the carry case. But which all this is going to be explained to you. But I showed it to a friend of mine, and it was gloating. I can't remember what the iPhone was, but it was a brand new iPhone, and it had just come out, and literally he was like the only person that could get this phone in advance. So he brought it, and he was like gloating about it, and I said, are you serious? Is that the new iPhone? And he's like, yeah, that's the new iPhone. And I'm like, would you mind if I look at it? Oh, you're gonna have to be.
Is that the new floating?
Yeah. But he goes, yeah. And I'm like, oh. And he was like, real. And I said, would you mind if I look at it? And he goes, well, you can't break it. And I said, no. I said, I've heard that there's a manufacturing defect with these. No, there isn't. And I'm like, well, I think there is. And I said, here, let me look at it. Because it's one of these things that does something random every now and again. It's got some glitch in it. Now, I took the phone off him, and then I made it float. And whereby I then handed the phone back to him. And because I said, is this is the light model, right? This is the light model. As I'm going around. Now, I handed him the phone back. And I can assure you that he was just like, what the hell? Now, all attention is moved from this guy with this iPhone. He's going to kill me because he knows who it is. And the whole attention was off him. And it was just like, wow, that was truly amazing. And so, obviously we try and we test these things. But it's only when that you can put it into a spectator's hand properly that it really works well. Now, when the trailer was filmed for this and the instructions, at the time, we were actually in lockdown. So I will be filming and adding a live performance so that you can actually see that this thing can be used in the real world. Now, if you honestly like what you see in the trailer, you will be able to do that very comfortably. You don't have to be super skillful. There's no sleight of hand. When you get the gimmick and you realise what's going on here, you'll work out your own handling for it. It's extremely, extremely good. Again, it's an unbelievable moment that catches people completely off guard. It really does. I like it. I mean, I love it. I think I wouldn't have brought it out if I didn't believe in it and I didn't think you were going to like it.
You spent 12 months working on it.
12 months has gone into refining. You wouldn't believe how it's been a lot of work that's gone into this. And that's why I need everybody to understand that what you receive is an extremely robust and super strong gimmick. It really is. It isn't something that's going to break on you. This is extremely, extremely robust. And it's definitely not possibly what you think it is, because this is far, far, far a superior gimmick. And I'm super, super proud. Guys, if you've got any questions, please, please, please. Hello, Jack. I hope you're okay. I'm like, Lisa. Hi, John and Charlene. I'm on Jack. So welcome to Jack. Hello, Walter. I hope you're okay. So I've got a little something that I need to sort out for Walter. So I'll be doing that after the after show party. So these guys obviously are going to be joining us for the after show party. If you're not, please, please, please make sure you come and see us, because Mark will obviously be able to chat to you. You can ask him anything.
Do a full unboxing.
Yeah, we're going to go
exactly how it works.
A full unboxing, so that when you receive this, which if you're in Australia, it's going to be pretty quick now. When you receive the Orbit, you will literally know exactly what you're doing. and it's gonna be super easy for you, and you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Angle restrictions, this is what I say in the instruction video, and this is all I do. I take one step back, and that's it, and it's good to go in the real world. G'day, Tam. So Tam's just joined us, so I hope everyone's well. I hope the family's okay. Now, speaking of Tam, because it is a celebration time, so I'm having a cheeky beer. I know it's late somewhere, so. Oh, we've got an ice cream van outside.
Ice cream man.
I'll get your orders, guys. I'll send them to you. So send us through your orders. Guys, please, if there's any questions, and I really appreciate you all being here for this live. I'm going to put the trailer on in a minute again so you can actually see, because obviously we've had a few more people jump on and join on for the live. And then I'll go over. So just remember, if you purchase tonight, like right now, if you haven't already purchased previous to this, if you purchase right now, you're going to get a link that's sent to you for the after show party. Now, also, there's a question come in, Charlene, and I'll answer that in a minute. Roger, I'll answer that in a minute, mate. Obviously Mark is going to be on there, basically the guy that come up with the idea, and he's been working with me pretty much such a long time on this that I'm super proud to be working with Mark. He's such a great guy. He gives up so much of his time, and he is an extremely busy guy. You know, he works with some of the best people in magic and the best TV shows on this planet. Charlene, hit me with the question.
I can't see a question.
You can't see a question. Okay, so Roger Watson. So question is around hookup and ditching plus safety of the spectator's phone. For example, could it fall? Right, sorry, I should have actually just put my glasses on, Roger. That would have made it easier.
Where can you see that? Where is he? On YouTube now?
I don't know. Roger, where are you? Are you on YouTube? Are you on Facebook? So, it's all gone over in the instruction. Yes, you can bring it in and out very, very easily. You can use this holder, or you can just put it in your pocket, bring it out. That is up to you. He's on Facebook, Charlene. So the hookup, right? Okay, so Roger, it's extremely easy to bring in and out of play. I do talk about this on the instruction video. It's extremely easy to bring in and out of play. Now, regarding the phone, without telling you specifically what it is, the phone's going to be pretty safe. Like I've had. My phone, which
hasn't dropped.
No, it hasn't, and I've got a big, thick industrial case on mine. So it's actually I've got an iPhone. Is it the 12 Plus? It's the big. 12. It's the bigger iPhone. I have actually floated my son's brand new iPad 11 Pro, and I didn't have any issues with that. But the iPhone didn't have any dramas with it. I do have a case around it, but I haven't had the phone drop. But in the instruction video, I go over all of this, and you just need to just test the gimmick. Now, the gimmick will work perfectly fine, but without giving too much away, you might have to tweak something on it. It's super minor, but all this is covered again in the instructions. So, will the device hold their phone safely? Yes, it will. I haven't had any problems. I've floated multiple phones. I've floated my own phone, which is a large, and it's got a heavy case, and I haven't had a problem with it. And just remember, it will take you can lift a full glass of red wine, with it. So that's a fair bit of weight in that glass with a good Bordeaux. So yeah. If there's any more questions, I hope that's answered your question, by the way, Roger. I hope it has. So, question, do you... In a minute.
It's Jeffrey.
Do you charge extra to send...
Yeah, we will. We will.
So, do I just say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We'll do a sneaky for you, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I don't know. Will it hold beer? You're welcome, Roger. I hope it's answered everything, mate. Now, wine glass is designed slightly differently. The glass itself, a wine glass, is perfectly fine. The beer bottle, I wouldn't be using a beer bottle, and that's got nothing to do with the weight. That's got to do with the utility gimmick. And again, that'll be self-explanatory to you, but it can take a substantial amount of weight. The bottle is very, very narrow on a beer bottle. That's what I'm getting at. So you wouldn't want to do it with that. Wine glass is obviously wider. Phone, so many angles. Whoa, Charlene. Sorry, Charlene's putting her hand up because she's got a question. I deliberately set this camera. So, by the way, guys, I sent some messages out earlier, and probably about an hour before the live went off. If you sent me a message in between that live and I haven't answered you, that's because I had a technical problem with one of my other cameras, and I had to set my iPhone up to utilize as a camera for Charlene. So it's coming over to you, Charlene, right now. There you go. You're on.
For wine glass,
Yeah.
as I'm a professional on the wine glass scenario,
Yeah.
it works well with a thicker glass.
Yeah. So
with a stem.
Yeah. So all of this. So all of that is gone over in the in the instruction video, but all you need to know is it will lift a glass of wine. Do you know, I actually should have put, and it's my mistake, I probably should have put a clip of the glass of wine floating on the trailer.
We filmed one.
Yeah, but it did. To be honest with you, it didn't come out the way that I wanted it to look, and that's nothing against the device. I'm just being honest with you that for the trailer, I wanted it to look a little bit better than what it was, and it was me, and it was my film work that really didn't do it justice. So, in any case, I also filmed it with the silk. Now, again, a mistake on my part is Charlene was holding the camera when she was filming this, and I'll explain where I was in a minute because I need to thank those guys as well. Was putting the silk in the glass, and I had spectators watching me do this, and we filmed it. Excuse me. Obviously, multiple times, different ways, things like that, to get the shot that we were happy with. And there was people in there that were just like, what the hell is this guy doing? Because I went behind the bar. So we were very fortunate that we went down to a place which is very local to us, Mindari Marina here in Perth. It's a wonderful spot. And I should be on Destinations WA, selling the place. But it's a great spot. And the bar that we used, Charlene, was the Indian Ocean Brewery. And they allowed us to go in behind the bar. We had a lot of fun with the bar staff as well. We were just doing a heap of magic, and we were just having a good time because they were obviously super intrigued as to what was going on. And the person that authorised us to go in there said, we'd love to see this. And literally they were walking back and forth. And it was my fault, and I should have literally got the action shot. So I will be refilming some stuff so that you can actually see, because I didn't want people with masks and everything on at the time of filming, even though we're actually wearing masks again now. I didn't want that to be on film, so I was allowed to remove my and get the trailer done with Charlene. Poor Charlene had to wear it there the whole time, but that's just showbiz. So there we go. I don't know, is there anything else?
Did you answer Jeffrey a can of beer?
Can of beer, no. You do want glass. You do want glass for this. Obviously you can make a packet. He's trying to work it out. You can also use a pack of playing cards. On the trailer, I do a rising card. That was a stroke of genius, by the way, by Mark, and he goes, you know what, it'd be good if you could make a rising card float whilst the cards were floating. And I'm like, that is a good idea. And so we played around with that idea to put it on there. But the ones I use all the time are literally the phone float. I use that all the time because it's just, everyone's got a phone with them. And obviously I use, every now and again, I'll use a glass of wine to float, depending on the environment I'm in, but predominantly. But you can float anything that you want. You could literally walk around a restaurant, I'm sure, and pick stuff up and make it float and make it look good as well. Because really what throws people is you've been able to you've got complete freedom around here. There is no threads, there's no magnets, there's no unusual hookup. It's in and out of play pretty quick. It's very easy to do. I go over all the handling on there, and I explain to you how you can bring this thing in and out and use it in the real world, so on the instructions. I know that you're going to be happy with it. I don't believe anybody's going to be disappointed, and I can assure you that the gimmick itself is extremely high quality. I'm so proud of the quality and the time and effort that we put into this, and it's really, really worth it. And for the guys that are going to come to the after show party, I did put this in the instructions, but for the guys that come to the going to come to the after show party, I'm going to show you the prototypes, and I can assure you, you're going to have a real laugh about it. But it understands the thinking and the process as to why you'll receive this gimmick, and you'll appreciate why it really is a high quality gimmick. I'm super happy. I don't know what more can I say.
Nothing much, because it's all going to be in the after show party, isn't it, John?
So guys, make sure, I'm going to put the trailer on now. In fact, let me drop the trailer right now, and then I'll talk a little bit more, and then I'm going to get ready for the after show, guys. So make sure you place your orders right now. You'll automatically get sent the link. And hello, Peter. I hope you're well, mate. My mum's gone magical. So, there we go. So, guys, here's the trailer for Orbit once again. And we'll carry on. I found it. So that was the trailer again, guys, for Orbit. I've just noticed, obviously, I said hello, give Peter a shout out. We've got actually Peter Nardi on from Alakazam Magic in the UK, and he's got the UK exclusive. So if you're watching this, guys, please head over to Alakazam, and you'll be able to pick it up there if you're in the UK. Thank you so much again for Peter's support. He's an absolute legend, and he's got his live tonight as well. So after our after show, you can move straight on to Peter's online show. So I hope you're still on, by the way, Peter. He could have snuck in and out. I know what it's like. Any questions, Charlene? Oh, yeah, and of course, we've got... With Jeffrey, I did have a chuckle at your comment, Jeffrey. Do we pay more for the package to be signed by John? No, that's a freebie. I'll throw that in for you. Is it called Orbit because it's out of this world? I believe it is. I hope
because it rotates as well.
Yeah, that's right. And there is no other device that has come out, utility device, that's come out like this. So Peter is still here. It's weird. It's quite weird, actually, because I got to say, I watch Peter from the TV. We Zoom and we talk all the time, like on Messenger. But I'll watch Peter when it's bedtime, and now he's watching me. It's a bit.
It's his morning.
Yeah, it's his morning. So bit strange. But yeah, so if you Alakazam does have the UK exclusive on this, so head over and support him if you're in the UK. But yeah, it's been absolutely great. I hope. If you don't already have the Orbit, please get it now. We will start the after show party. I'll start letting people in 10 to 6. So in pretty much 10 minutes time, I'll open the Zoom up. You're more than welcome to come in. And then at 6 o'clock, we'll start the unboxing. So you can actually see and you can ask all the questions that you want. I'll go over all the handling. Remember, on the instruction video, I show you how to bring this thing in and out of play. Yes, you can float any small item. It will take a substantial amount of weight, but we go over all of that thoroughly in the instructions. And the gimmick you're about to see, if you're going to come to the after show party, is extremely robust and extremely well made. This is not a cheap gimmick. And it will last you an extremely long time. And remember, the packaging, when we designed the packaging, it was so that the packaging is also part of the utility device itself. So yeah, I think that's it, Charlene.
Yeah, that's all good.
And obviously, remember, if you're in Australia right now, it's free shipping. So you've got a couple of minutes to get yourself sorted, get a beer or a glass of wine, and we will start to unbox. Please let me know if you've purchased and you haven't received the Zoom link for our after show party, and Charlene will sort it out. Charlene's off to the side of me. Charlene, wave goodbye. So there's the camera. There we go. So Charlene's there. But once again, guys, I want to thank you so much for supporting Orbit. Literally, it's gone absolutely bonkers. I want to thank again Paul Romani from Vanish Magazine for giving us the 5-star review. It completely caught me off guard. I opened Vanish Magazine. He told me, he said, I've done a review on it, and I opened Vanish Magazine, and it was the #1 pick for January 2022, and it was 5 stars. So I was pretty happy. We'd been our first.
We were dancing all day.
We were dancing all day. We were dancing all day. So, and I'm trying to cut down. Charlene says, don't have any more beers. And I'm like, 5-star review? So, Vanish Magazine come on. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us, for being part of the live. And thank you, if you purchased this, for supporting us at Global Magic Shop. It really means a lot. We've put a lot of time and effort into this. It's been a year in production, back and forth. But I am so happy with the final product, and I know that you will. Yeah. So, guys, until next time, Charlene, say goodbye.
Bye. See you in a minute.
We'll see you in 15 minutes, guys. I open up in 5 minutes, so go on to the Zoom link in 5 minutes. Get a beer, cup of tea, cup of coffee, wherever you are in the world, get a drink, and let's unbox Orbit. Until next time, guys, I'm John Fox from Global Magic Shop. Stay safe. And bye for now.